Where's this guy? Now I gotta use the ones that got you. So what's two beautiful women like y'all doing hanging out with this guy?
Yeah, I'm her dad.
Don't look, don't look, don't look! Oh, man. Horizon down the bayou, you can see New Orleans from here, the city in the background.
Yeah.
It's about as close as I like to get to it and still be able to see it. You get the right wind, you can smell it from there. Who was on Bourbon Street last night? Yep.
Friday night.
Friday night. You brought them to Bourbon Street?
Yeah, we had to show them what it looked like.
Definitely read the bad parenting 101.
He said, I'm not taking my kids here.
I had parents like y'all when I was growing up. My goodness. Well, I guess you start them off young, I guess.
Yeah.
Might scar them for life, but I mean, you know, my goodness. Man, dude, what happened to your head? Later on used to make plastic and things like that. Very heavy load right there. It's about a full maximum capacity. That barge is sitting down. Let's see how big this barge is. You can see the draft lines on the side of the boat, which will have numbers. It's either 10 or 12 foot underwater, what
Wow.
you can't see. And that's where all the product really is.
Where's he headed?
Right now he's headed towards the Mississippi River, which is about 2 miles ahead away. Once you get to the Mississippi River, there's a set of locks, all right? The locks, the gate will open. First, they're gonna make the water level inside the locks the same water level as right here. Gate will open, the boat will go through, gate will close, so he's in between two gates. Water gets pumped in when the water level is on the other side, which is the Mississippi River, which is gonna be 15 feet or so higher right now. Then the gate will open and allow the boat to go through into the Mississippi River.
Is this water level ever higher than the Mississippi River?
No.
No, it doesn't go up that way.
No, it's only 2, all right?
Yeah.
When they hit the Mississippi River, sometimes they'll pick up on because the Mississippi River is big enough to fit all of that down, and this is a bayou, which is a lot smaller, a lot smaller than the Mississippi River. So you won't see hardly any more than that coming through here just because it don't fit, you know? But close, and maybe I can get some good pictures before they jump into the water, if they even jump in the water. Just an old fish where people would tie up to. A lot of people are like, oh my God, was that a troll?
So that land actually starts there, or is that, how can you tell if it's swamp or if it's land?
Everything here is really swamp, marsh. This is a canal we're in. You can tell, look how straight it is, all right?
Yeah.
This canal's gonna go until it hits the little bayou back there, and it's gonna get all curvy then, all right? So is what happens when they built out this canal, all the mud went up on the bank, made a little bit of solid ground. That's why you see some trees growing along here,
Yeah.
besides the cypress tree. So, yeah, it's a little bit solid compared to some of them, but still pretty soft. You see them up
Yeah.
on the bank there in front of us? We're gonna
Yeah,
get
I got
close.
zoomed in on him.
Last two tours they were in the water, but we got a little bit of sun, so they're trying to sun themselves. That water was kind of cold.
Are they afraid of it or?
So, not really. All right. Alligators are typically more afraid of us than what we should be of them. All right.
Here too.
So alligators don't eat people. Oh, look at the one to the right there. Thanks for saying something, guys. Like keeping it all secret over there.
Yeah.
There you go. You gotta scream, alligator! So, oh, I see four now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, one coming in the water.
Alligators, they normally more afraid of us than what we should be now. They don't eat people, they don't attack people. They normally only eat things that are small enough for them to swallow whole. Small fish, small turtles, small animals, ex-wives chopped up into small pieces, things like that. You know what I
Good to
mean?
know.
I got a card for that too, guys, and ladies, it does go the other way around, all right? So keep that in mind. But, you know, you hear in Florida once or twice a year somebody getting chewed on by a gator. It never happens here in Louisiana. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in Florida that probably shouldn't happen. I think it's more the people than anything else,
Yep.
which is another reason why I asked where y'all are from. I'd skip that one if we had any Floridians here. You know? It's always cool to feed an alligator, but whenever the alligator's off on the bank, well, we got one in the water, we might be able to feed him. I like to leave them there, because that's where they want to be. You agitate them, you push them off, oh, but he's going to slide in the water because he probably wants us to feed him. So we're just going to go ahead and stop anyway. We're going to go pull up on a bank.
Oh,
Right?
that guy's coming too.
That one that just slid in the water is probably about a 7 foot long. Looking at the distance between the nose and the eyes, 7 inches, 7 feet. 10 inches, 10 feet. 12 inches, 12 feet. That's the best way to figure that out without seeing the whole entire alligator, you know? That one's about 6 foot probably in front of us right there. The 7 footer is probably 20 years old or so. You know, not the oldest gator, but he's mature for sure. Alligators can live well over 100 years.
Are they?
You know, world records like 15 something. Louisiana state records 14 3/4. So
How close do you get to them?
he's really gonna let us get close. He's underneath the rake of the boat right now. He's about to jump off.
Yep, heard him.
Steady right here. And I'm gonna go slide to the front and show off in front
Oh, they like marshmallows.
show off in front of the ladies a little bit. No, these are from me, dude.
I don't know if I'm gonna pictures.
You want to come give me a hand? Come see. Just be careful. I'm gonna let you come step right up here. All right. So here's a marshmallow. Try to hit the alligator in the head. There you go. Now you can say you fed an alligator.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Good job.
So now I'm gonna feed him. All right. Got your cameras ready to go? Hey, look, everybody does.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't have to ask.
Gonna have to be quick. Oh.
Allison, don't get so out.
Anybody else want to guess?
No.
Oh, you want one
You
too?
wanna try, Brody?
Oh.
Nobody else? I'm not talking about from the alligator. So, proof right there that these alligators aren't what you really think they are, you know? And you're probably like, yeah, it's your pet. You know, if anything, I'm its pet, you know? Maybe the other way around. When we first started doing tours here, now baby, be careful you don't drop your phone overboard, all right? Because I've seen a lot of them go overboard and you don't get them back too easy, all right?
Yeah, well, we don't want it back.
Is what I usually do is hold them, the kids by their feet now, dunk them underwater real quick, and feel around, and then pull them up. No phone, they go back down again, you know what I mean?
So, like you see on the news, like Florida alligators getting children.
So let me explain this to you. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why this goes down in Florida. You know, because people really do dumb things in Florida. You know, what I did was stupid, all right? I'm not going to lie to you. And I have been bit before doing that. But I don't consider that an alligator attack. It was my fault, all right?
Sure.
I got food in my hand, you know, and these alligators know that. And more than likely they accidentally, I've been bitten probably 5 or 6 times, and it never even broke the skin. So they'll usually get really scared when that happens and run off, all right? So Florida, all right, we're in the middle of nowhere, all right? There's not like kids running around here and people living here. We are in the middle of nowhere. So I do not recommend feeding alligators in places where there's going to be people all the time, all right? So this is private property. We're the only ones allowed to be here, you know, so, you know, other than us, that's it. Still probably not the smartest thing in the world to do, but tourists are hard people to please. We started doing tours here, and we weren't coming out here to look at alligators. We were coming out here to give everybody an airboat ride, tell them about the swamp. If we seen a gator, bonus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, you know, after telling about 500,000 people, if you want to see an alligator, go to the zoo, we had to figure something out, all right? So we figured out how to make friends with these alligators. These are all wild gators. You know, they're not pets of any sort. We didn't put them out here. They can come and go as they please. But a few marshmallows, which you know they can't live off of, they're eating out here, everything on their own. I just give them a few. They must really like the taste of them.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's really hard to get them to eat that first one, all right?
Oh, okay.
So it's how you come up to them, you know, after, you know, months and months of just inching closer and closer to them, you know, they might get to the point where they're like, all right, this big noisy thing's not going to hurt me. So get 10, 20 feet away from it, staring at it. Well, what you try to do, you might throw a whole pack of marshmallows, all right? Before you get them to eat one. You throw it, you hit him right in the mouth, and he's going to react to movement, just like what he just did. It doesn't know what it just grabbed, so it'll grab it, but then it's like, whoa. Apparently they like the taste of it. Because if you threw 20 marshmallows out there to try to hit it and finally he eat one, he's going to go around to the next one, eat it, the next one, eat it. So then is what you do, you stuff them. You give them a bellyache for marshmallows, all right? And then you lay off. You don't give them but just one here and there, and they're gonna beg like this, you know. So, but not at the same time, not relying on us to feed them, so they still get what they need. That's kind of how it works, you know.
I didn't know gator was one.
Yeah, me neither. Is what we really did. We sent out an email to all of these alligators, you know, a survey. You know, let them
Yeah,
what they want, you know.
What kind of
You know,
stuff
they
do
said,
you like today?
let's just make this easy, all right, you know? Now, for the big question. Can anybody tell whether or not any of these are male or female? Just by looking at it? No, you can't. No shape, no color, no size, no nothing you can tell. You can't roll it over, you can't whatever. You gotta do what I call a reach around, all right? You gotta shove your finger in what's called the cloaca, all right? Chickens have them, snakes have them. Most reptiles do, lizards. You feel around, if you feel something, it's a male. If you don't, it's a female. That's the only way, absolutely the only way to tell 100% sure what an alligator is. Sounds like I'm making a big joke about it, but I'm really not. I mean, that's it.
Sounds like it'd be tough to do.
You know, I'll hold them. I mean, we borrow your finger. We'll
Yeah. I don't think they'd be receptive.
It went right through his mouth, out
Yeah.
the other side. So, an alligator will grow about a foot a year for the first 4 to 6 years of their life.
Is it
We gotta scare the gators away.
is it illegal to hunt them?
Go, gators, go! Bad boat coming. They're not gonna go. So, I just don't like people riding around in boats seeing me with the gators because they'll come back and kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
gators. Go. Go.
But is it illegal to kill
No.
them?
Well, yeah. The way they're doing it, yes. This is private property. Really, nobody's supposed to be on here. That's obviously not an airboat. It's a mud boat. All right. I can tell by the sound of it. 35 horsepower. Briggs and Stratton probably. Mud boat. It's corkscrew type propeller, air cooled engine, so it can handle shallow water. Next best thing to have in an airboat. You really only see them around here. A lot of them are custom built boats, homemade stuff. But sounded like they stopped, so they probably stopped to fish. But we don't really care if people come in here and fish and stuff like that.
Is it fish?
But we
Yeah.
just want them to leave our alligators alone. We have 70 tags. It's, you know, at one time, we relied on hunting these alligators here. This year was the first year ever we did not commercially hunt and make money off the alligators because of the price, $6 a foot. You know, 10 years ago or so when we were making money, when we started this company really on being able to pay for everything with the alligator tags, farm raised alligators that we take the eggs from out here, you know, the otters, the beaver, the nutria, all of that. But thankfully now we got plenty of tours to do, and you know, we really don't have to rely on that. But the price of alligator dropped dramatically because a lot of people think they shouldn't use real animals to make stuff out of, you know, which it really killed us here, you know. And you really can't make no money. It's not worth going out. So this year we only filled 8 tags out of the 70. Guided hunts. We could charge people whatever we want to go out and kill a gator. So that's all we did. You know, we gave the rest of the tags back. No sense in killing them. We would have spent money this year to commercially hunt them rather than make money. Last year it was 19 a foot. It was close to not making money last year.
And now it's 10, you said?
6.
6. Yeah.
You know, most of Louisiana did not hunt gators this year.
Okay.
You know, does anybody watch Swamp People?
Yeah, that's
So they got the
awful.
what?
That was awful. They shoot them like they.
Well, what are you gonna do? Talk them to death? Let me tell you, that would be awful, Art. So it's how we hunt them. You know, you got the 20-foot long bamboo pole. You got a string tied to the base of that pole, 1,000-pound test nylon string. You run it down into the mud on an angle, over top the water. You run that string to the tip of that pole, clip it with a clothespin, hang the hook above the water 2-3 foot so that you don't catch small gators. Because whatever you hook, you have to kill. It's legal. It's illegal to cut the line and let a small one go. Because the hook's in their belly.
Yeah.
So we come back the next morning, we pull them up to the side of the boat. Nothing like what you see on Swamp People, all right? They don't put up that big old fight. That's them putting on a show, and I disagree with that 110%. Because we're not killing animals because we're like, yes, killing them, woo, you know? We got to do it, you know? It's the way of life, all right? So it's not, you know, it's for a lot of reasons. Yes, I do enjoy hunting and fishing and all that, but there's more reasons than just that. They did so many dumb things on that show. You know, it gives you an idea, but it's like, oh, man. So they're fighting them. They have 100 opportunities to shoot this alligator and put it out of its misery and end it quick. Is what we do, we pull up to a line, typical situation, gator sitting on the bottom, line in the water, nothing crazy happening. Grab the line, give it a little pressure, and that alligator's gonna just release from the bottom. It doesn't know yet that it's even coming up, all right? You'll see it coming up. Before that head breaks the water, you pull the trigger. Shoot them in the head. Usually a 22 pistol rifle works pretty good. I like to look good when I do it. I use my Glock 40. But anyway. So,
What, you tilt it sideways too?
you know how many times I heard that one? Yeah. And actually, I really But it's what I'm saying, you know, we do it quickly. I was watching it the other day. They had a tree, all right? That alligator wrapped the tree was kind of in the water halfway in. Alligators wrapped you see him, the alligator by this time is hanging out the tree. It can't move, all right? They pull up to it. Right then and there, all you do is shoot the gator. You don't even try messing with it, untangle. This is what they always want to do. They want to untangle it. The gator's still alive. It's, you know? Untangling it. Oh my God, whatever. Untangle it. And then boosh in the water. Well, this guy, he decides he's to the point to where I got to chop this tree down to untangle it. He goes to chop it, he cuts the string, alligator runs off. So to me, that's wrong. Alligator got a hook in his belly now.
Yeah.
That's not good. Not a good situation. And right there, I was waiting for the day they were going to accidentally put something like that on TV, you know? Because I'm sure it's happened before. Anybody that knows anything about this sees that, that's wrong. That's not the right thing to do, you know? We're not out here to torture these animals, you know? That's not what we're trying to do. I live off the land. I mean, I don't buy any store-bought meat, you know? I buy a lot from the store. Meat's just not one of them. Whitetail deer, most important thing in my life, all right? Normally, 6 to 8 deer a year go in my freezer. That's enough for me, my wife, and my 2 kids to have deer 2-3 times a week. You know, tacos, burgers, spaghetti, chili, steaks, roast, you name it, all right? Very good for you, really good eating stuff, tastes good. Everything's great about it, all right?
The guys are coming.
What's that? No, that's all right. They just fishing, they'll be all right. They seem all right. They don't seem like shady people.
Oh, they have a puppy.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Shady people.
Well, they got a dog. They're all right.
Yeah, they got a dog. Yeah. So, but you know, I mean, I didn't even get to kill a deer this year. My wife and my 10-year-old, my 13-year-old got 7 between the 3 of them before I could even get a day off to go hunting. So I just
In one day?
no, not in one day. Not in one day.
I don't know anything about
That's a busy day.
Busy day, you know. So,
Bam, 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 bam. Done.
no, they just had a really good start to the season, and they have a youth season where only kids can hunt. So both of my kids got one for the youth season. And then my youngest one won a lottery hunt up North Louisiana on a wildlife management area. They set it up really nice for the kids. I wish I'd have known this before, all right? It's just one of them things, oh, look at that, let's sign them up. Got it. Went there. I'm like, man, I cannot believe how nice this is. I wish they would do that with the management areas down here. But, you know, big, fancy box stands, heaters in it. You know, you can sit in it all day long and not even... But he got him a deer on that one. So that was 3 right there. And then my wife got the rest.
That's awesome.
So she shot her first one with a bow this year, and the rest of, well, actually, in her first one with the primitive weapon season, muzzle loader, you know, old school, you load it from the front. All of this gives you longer hunting season if you do that kind of stuff. So, you know, we do everything. You get 6 deer a year, 3 does, $3 per person. So we're not nearly killing as many as we're allowed to,
Yeah.
but just as many as what you really need, you know?
Yeah. We grew up in Pennsylvania, and first day of buck season, all the schools are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have school. It's a holiday up there.
Yeah, no one was going to be there anyway.
Because a lot of kids don't even show up.
Yeah.
I took my kid out of school for 2 days, a Monday and a Friday and a Monday. We left on a Friday, went up there for the weekend for that hunt, and he missed Monday because we were driving back that day, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, our vacation, our family vacation, we go to our hunting camp in Arkansas, you know? Get away from the swamp and go up and hunt on some solid ground, you know what I mean? Hunting down here, you're hunting in the water. Our deer here are web feeded pretty much. They have big feet. You know, they're not these little bitty old hoofs like you would see up north. Big feet, all right? And that's just really so they can get around better in the swamp. And they're not really giant deer here. They, like up north, you may see 300-pound deer. 150-pound deer down here would be considered a pretty good sized deer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that your mud boat right there.
On Key West?
Lawnmower engine, pretty much. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Y'all catching any or what? Yeah. Yeah, the tide done started coming back in. Yesterday it was crystal clear in here. That tide was dropping a little bit, had that clean water. There was a lot of fish hitting on top of the water too with that tide falling. But it done started really coming back in with the south wind. You see wind-driven tide. South wind, that's what we got right now, all right? Pushes water in, you know, from the Gulf, you know? North wind, blowing out the north, makes all the water leave. Why do you get clean water with a north wind? It's because the water's draining out these marshes, filtering. So you get really, really clean water. And that's what was going on yesterday. This you can see to the bottom through here. And because the tide was dropping, you had fish ambushing bait around points and stuff like that. It's just a good time to fish when you got a falling tide. Anyway, you know what I mean? All right, guys, y'all ready to take a ride?
He was gonna join you.
So his name is Budweiser, a year and 6-month-old alligator right here, all right? It's not a baby, all right? Round the neck, by the tail, that's the best way to hold him, all right? You first. You gotta show him how to do it, you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. Come on. All right. You wanna show him how to do it? All right,
Kelly,
come
you're
on.
an expert.
I'll do it.
All right. Around the neck, by the tail. He's not gonna bite you unless you stick your finger in his mouth. All right. Be careful by his mouth. Don't stick your fingers by his mouth, and everything is all good. Oh, she can hold it. Watch, I'm gonna get her to hold it. Baby, they ain't. Hey, I'll let you feed the gator. Now you're gonna hold the gator. All right. Here, I'm gonna help you though. I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
Now, be careful you don't twist your ankle on the floor right there. Stay right here. Stay right here. All right, you ready? Round the neck, hold on tight by the tail. Now, how hard was that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Good, huh? You gotta watch her, huh?
she's a
She's about
professional.
everything, huh?
She's not scared. I'm scared.
Crab, yes.
Oh, really? Now that's a scary animal. You wiggle a little bit, don't worry. It's all
Oh,
What was that?
Somebody's
Hopefully it
phone.
wasn't important.
It only
Yeah.
went down one level.
What is it?
telephone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, headphones. I thought you said phone.
No, her phone.
No, her phone. Yeah.
Oh, her phone? You need me to get it?
No, I got it.
Oh, no.
Here, let me help you. There you go. Come right on.
Oh, very carefully.
Here. Neck, tail, neck. Yeah, get in front of his little feet. There you go. Hold on tight.
Oh, mouth
Pictures?
Heck yeah.
There you go. Good picture. Good picture. There you go.
You can hold it, bro?
time?
No, my mom will.
You gotta hold it first. You gotta hold it first. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, if I hold it, will you?
No.
Say yes first.
Because what you do, you say yes, and when she holds it, then you say no. I'm not.
That's right.
It's nothing.
Ooh, it's
Hey, Mom, guess what? No, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
Iguanas are ferocious vicious animals. Ah, God, from iguanas. Who has them as pets? I mean, really.
You know, hold it.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's coming right for you.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on tight. Wrap that thing around. There you go.
You're looking at me.
That's super.
I got my eye on it. Because he's a baby. They start off small. They start off about that big.
You said a year? What?
Year and a half.
That's a 1.5-year-old old
Yeah.
alligator right there. I say baby, but it's not. I mean, it's not fresh.
So is it like 4 years? It grows to be full size? Or?
Oh, now full size. They never stop growing.
Let
They
him
grow their entire life. So a 10-foot alligator is going to be 50 plus years old.
How old was that?
This one's for John.
15? Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, you can't tell exactly how old an alligator is. So there's, you know, but my guess would be it's pushing 100.
Yeah.
Maybe more, you know. It's old.
And the biggest one was found in Louisiana, right?
Alabama.
Oh, it was Alabama.
This year.
This year.
This past hunting season, Alabama 15 something.
Wow.
14 3/4 Louisiana.
Wow.
So
That's great.
they broke it by a long shot.
That's amazing.
How heavy is
Can I
that?
hold him?
Heavy?
Yeah.
I don't know how much it weighed, but it's probably pushing 700-800 pounds.
Wow.
You done?
Yep. I wouldn't take him home, but
You take him home, you take me home.
I dropped things, so maybe not.
I know how to. Oh man. Whoa.
What happened?
You were on the burger show last night.
No.
All right. 1, 2, 4.
Yeah. You want to get one now?
Oh, of course.
All right.
Okay, good, baby.
Now, for
It's
y'all that
already
didn't
recorded.
hold it, you better think hard about holding it if you know. Old
I don't know.
Bubba
I
is about to
can't.
go back.
I can't see.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting you here. You know, I'm blind. Oh, that's much better.
Very
Yep.
gentle.
Okay.
My first
People use-
Budweiser today.
People still use things like that?
Yeah.
Gotta get your money's worth
I
out of it, right?
gotta go get it developed later.
Yeah.
Wait. I got
We're going to the photo mat.
Okay, I got it.
Notice 5 front toes, 4 back toes. Don't know why, but that's how it is. 3 of them in the front have claws, 3 of them in the back have claws. The other ones are just like nubbed with not even bone in them.
You have to do
Is that for grabbing the missus?
Huh?
Is that for grabbing the missus?
Yeah, maybe so, I don't know.
It's like turtles are like that.
Yeah.
The males you can tell because they got claws.
I've never seen them use their claws for anything at all.
How do you turn this off? Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just
here.
keep it going.
Oh,
I'll cut it out.
okay.
You want to hold it one more time? You want to try?
All right, you want to throw him? Now that he's all riled up and everything.
Yeah.
All right, you calm down. Let me get him a little rub behind the neck. He likes.
No.
It'll calm him down a little bit. Oh.
He's like, don't stop.
You see what's happening? I can feel him. He don't feel cold no more. Alligators normally feel cold all the time. They warm up, they get super active, you know.
Oh, okay.
Brody, turn around.
Oh, that's nice.
It doesn't look like beer, that's one.
No. But his name's Budweiser because he lives in Ice, you know. He don't live there. He's just part-time, you know. That's his mobile home.
Travel trailer.
No, Dad, it's like,
Wait.
No.
Let's do it.
Seriously, Brody, it's okay.